You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming, and something mounts to the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you to Let's Play episode of Fatal Force. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright. We're all heading to the library, and as we walk, I find myself getting closer to Draviar and wanting to ask him something. Draviar, can I ask something? Sure, what is it, Neri? I only heard Zero mention the word changeling when referring to the transportation magic you performed. I haven't heard anything like that before casting the magic. Perhaps it's similar to a prayer or some other form of spiritual practice. A secret technique of the wolf thingy? Ah, that is actually his special ability that he acquires. Special ability? I'm not entirely certain, but typically hybrids like ourselves tend to acquire some form of ability. Like me, I am able to bend some metal. You already saw what I did to those silver bats, right? Yeah, I recall the silver bat being transformed into a large blade. Mickey had the ability to sense something beyond what a werewolf or wolf could sense. That enables him to aim perfectly from a distance. Exactly, 100 marks for you. Wow, that's lucky. I suppose as a regular werewolf like myself, I'm not able to acquire that ability. Heh, are you certain about that, Neri? Huh? Neri, what's wrong? Suddenly, Draviar stopped walking and gave me a curious gaze. Nothing. Are you certain? Your heart is beating rapidly. Shit. Well, we're almost there, and I'm starting to get a little anxious about something that might happen to me. Once again, I lied. Oh, I see. Well, you shouldn't be too concerned about it. I will make certain that you are not put in any danger in any way. He was resolved to safeguard me in the event that something untoward occurred, and at the least, I could conceal something. There's something that he should not know about what I did to wake him up. I've already paid the price, and Zero was already aware of it. Jeez, but I believe Javier will find out soon. Based on my experience with him, even if it's only been a few days, he has the ability to detect if I unintentionally mention it. Damn it! There seems to be something amiss with this location. The atmosphere abruptly shifted. Mickey voiced a sudden complaint. We're approaching something unusual. That Four Eyes is here and is already changing. Wait, what do you mean? The changeling? I looked directly at Mickey and asked my question. We must go now, before he casts his dreaded domain spell. Javier raced ahead and everyone else quickly followed. Their talk came out of nowhere and completely threw me off. I just kept on sprinting after them. It appears they were forewarned by a gut feeling that something dreadful was about to happen up front. Domain spell? Territory spell? Zero did tell me about it. A spell can only be used by an alpha wolf and it consumes a lot of life energy. Standard and advanced. The spell might be very hazardous in the hands of an inexperienced typist. Draviar, wait! I make a beeline for Draviar and try to prevent him from proceeding. Draviar! I was able to go in front of him and halt him at last. Neri, what's holding us up? Huh. Must be aware that we're running out of time before those Four Eyes cast his domain. I understand. However, I still have a favor to ask of you. Wow, that's something. Alright, but please be quick, Neri. Okay, it's about Mr. Anderson. I am uncertain about what actions you intend to take with him, but I implore you not to resort to killing him. He's innocent. Everyone was shocked, except for Zero, who kept smiling as he listened to my request. Gah! Have you lost your mind, Neri? That guy's no longer himself. Wait a minute. What, is he just like a mindless beast? Is it true that when the full moon arrives, you all simply kill me? I'm not a hybrid like you all. I am protesting, but Mickey remains silent, looks away from me with confusion. No, Neri. Look, he has already lost his own child, and I believe he is desperate to seek revenge. Before I can agree to what you've asked for, Neri, but there is one thing I need to clear up first. What is it, Draviar? How in the world did you figure out that the brown werewolf is Anderson Gale? Seeing as how we haven't divulged the name to you. Huh? Everyone is staring at me, and I can't help but feel shocked and confused. I just saw it, I don't know how to say it. You what? I don't know if you want to believe it or not, but I just saw something happen before I arrived at the cafe. It's just like deja vu. It feels real. I even saw you die, and then all of a sudden it was as if time had reversed itself to a point in the past before the event had happened. It was Mr. Anderson because I witnessed Mickey and Tony fight that brown werewolf, and I know it was Mr. Anderson because I saw it. Oh yes, I do recall that. Before time began to go backward, the Dreamcatcher was seen hovering in the air and suddenly glowing. The Dreamcatcher? Zero instantly laughed with a look of innocence on his face, which caused Draviar to be astonished. Phew, phew, phew! What? I really needed something from your room, so please don't take it personally, Draviar. Besides that, Draviar, getting to know you better helped Neri in the long run. What did you cast to that Dreamcatcher, Zero? Just chill out, it's just a noir memory spell. Aside from that, I'm kinda surprised that it's still operational to do reverse of time or something seen in the future. To tell you the truth, I'm not really convinced by it. However, despite this, we will save our discussion for a later time, because I seem to recall that we had something important to do. Alright then. Draviar managed to collect himself long enough to turn his attention back to me. Neri, I won't be able to guarantee anything with you, but I will do everything in my power to find a solution that does not include killing him. The Black Wolf gave me a grin, and he even scratched the back of my head. Thanks, Draviar. Monster! I would have never expected to see something like that. It's extremely uncommon. I won't tolerate anyone, even a teenager like you, playing with people's lives. Well, at least my creations are lovely, wouldn't you say, Mr. Anderson? Oh, shit. Oh, damn. It would appear that you seriously underestimate me, wouldn't you say? I feel sorry for you, because you, even though that witch lies to you all the time, you continue to obey what she says. In an instant, Tony takes a stand and starts to call forth his weapon. Don't give in to what he says. If you kill him, I will bring your daughter back to life. Black heart, huh? It would appear that I do not have a choice but to make use of it. Sorry, Draviar. Rare. I can't do that. Open your eyes to the horrifying truth. Wolves' Territory's Wishing Maze. There are some excellent tales as well as some bad tales, but the vast majority of people favor the excellent tales. A story about a pleasant existence in a wonderful world, but the harsh reality is that everything is an act. Cruel and irritated people who gave a negative impact of some kind on those who are exposed to them. In case you are perplexed as to why I am suddenly bringing up this upsetting subject, allow me to tell you all about a particular family. Once upon a time is a great way to start any story, so let's get things started with that. The great family that lived happily ever after consisted of a husband, a wife, and a good son, and... Don't complain about the drawing. A husband who put in long hours at some factory so that he could provide for his family. He is obligated to provide his family with the pleasant life they so well deserve. A wife who is skilled in the kitchen, particularly in the preparation of some delicious meat that is cooked in some type of magical box that is able to generate heat. A son who can often be found reading action comic books, and who also enjoys reading books in the espionage genre. See? A good family, right? So why did these once great stories turn out to be so terrible? How? Everything is unpredictable, but this is more true when you are suddenly confronted with a difficult or horrifying situation. A night of festivities, or did one of those pesky humans call it Christmas night? A man's unexpected departure from the house with the explanation that he has to go to work that evening. A man has made a commitment to his kid, and his wife and son are still holding out hope that he won't have to go to work that night. You are the most courageous youngster I've ever met. Everything is going to be fine. This was what the father told his kid. The son expressed his desire to the father for a unique present, and the father nodded in assent. Now, until the morning that will change the course of events for the family, all that is left is a wife and boy. The son is up and out of bed before his alarm goes off, and he makes a beeline for the Christmas tree in the hopes that his father would leave him a present under it. Under the Christmas tree is one large box. However, the box does not contain any notations indicating who gave it to whom or who it was from. The young boy lifts the lid of the box cautiously and discovers another parcel made of black plastic enclosed within the box. The boy rips apart the package carefully and discovers an incredible present concealed within it that morning. Oh, God! The lifeless head of his father. The boy started screaming, which alerted the mother to come check out what was going on. In addition, she was terrified and began to experience hysterics in the morning. After a few days had passed, the mother and son began making preparations to move to a new location. The son is still perplexed as to why his mother instructed him to keep the news of his father's passing a secret. When the full moon rises, something will continue to take place till the son reaches the age of 18 years old. When he stares at the full moon, he experiences a strange sensation and notices that his body is beginning to grow fur. After that, he changes into something that we are already familiar with and can describe. A werewolf. He called his mother after looking in the mirror and still being unable to believe what he saw of himself there. Afterwards, he looked in the mirror again. His mother entered the room and was stunned by his metamorphosis. There was complete quiet as she cautiously approached the bed to sit down. It is exactly the same as how she does not fear the sun. She said, "I think it's about time I told you the truth about your father." His mother breaks the news to him that his father is a werewolf and that he was slain by a man who hunts werewolves. "Your father is a good werewolf, not a wild and dangerous one," the mother provides an explanation. The mother holds her son's hands as he begins to kneel in front of her. What am I? The boy asks. The mother begins to explain that there is a werewolf clan that has the ability to control themselves and prevent themselves from becoming wild and destructive. Wolfsbane clan. Although this clan is considered noble and protected, there is still a hunter who persists in hunting its members, regardless of whether they are good or bad werewolves. The hunter was affiliated with an organization known as the Narrabite. To think these people exist and that think we're monsters and need to be slain for humanity. Who is the real monster here? Returning to the stories, the mother and son continuously conceal themselves and relocate to a different place in order to ensure their safety, until they both arrived at a certain place that changed the boy's fate forever. We're safe here, at least for now. Mom? The boy was taken aback upon realizing that his mother was not constantly by his side. He quickly used his nose to track down his mother's scent and finally found her at a certain tree with someone. Oh, God. Finally the monster has arrived. It's so easy to lure it here. What? Mom! What have you done to her? Oh, she is fine and will bear witness to your demise. Monsters like you have no place in this world. Oh my, it appears that I will take pleasure in ending your life, and society will be more secure without individuals like yourself present. The hunter brandishes a sharp weapon and points it at the boy. You must be... The boy found himself hanging upside down after accidentally triggering one of the hunter's traps. Let me go! The boy was struggling and attempting to free himself by reaching for the rope that had trapped one of his legs. The hunter seized the opportunity to strike the boy with the swing of his weapon. Die, you monster! Shit! The boy wasn't able to do anything but watch as the sharp weapon approached him. As he faced his impending death, the only thought that occupied his mind was, I'm sorry to have been born this way. He closed his eyes, resigned to his fate. The hunter wore a satisfied expression and felt pleased to have killed the boy. Suddenly a sword appeared and stabbed the hunter. Eh? The boy opened his eyes slowly and noticed a large blade protruding from the hunter's back. What's happening? Where did that come from? The hunter was left confused as the blade was slowly pulled out without any blood flushing through their body. From a technical standpoint, there was a complete absence of blood. You are... The hunter turned around and noticed a large, dark figure standing behind him, wielding a blade. The hunter falls to the ground, and the boy gazes at the dark figure resembling a large wolf. You! What? I'm not killing him. I'm simply erasing his negative memories. What? Alright, I'm gonna pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you for going above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Tresum Guy. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!